are finally out and about exploring Edinburgh. So one of the reasons I wanted to go to Edinburgh is because of the old architecture that is there. To me, the first thing anybody should do when they go to somewhere new is to get a free walking tour. So I went on one of those when it started in the King's Mile, which you can see here. There was quite a few people on my tour, but overall it was very quiet. We explored some of the areas off the beaten track, I suppose, lots of the back areas, and you could see and kind of imagine how people used to live. So the guy here on the left in the orange, he was the tour guide, and he was really fun and really informative. So the last place we went to was Greyfriars Kirkyard. I can see my fantastic video skills here. So this is a very famous kirkyard because of Greyfriars Bobby. So I'm going to touch a bit more on Greyfriars Bobby in one of the next videos, and also you will see that here you may see names that are associated with Harry Potter. So you got William McGonagall, and also part of the Riddell family. That might have been where J.K. Rowling got the name Riddle from. After the tour finished, I felt a bit embarrassed really, because on these walking tours you usually give a donation or a tip to the tour guide, and because I hadn't used cash for so long, because we were supposed to pay by card in all these places, I couldn't give a tip to the tour guide, so I just had to say thank you very much and just walk off while everybody was giving him money. But anyway, I will link the tour down below in my description, so if you're ever in Edinburgh you should get the tour through this company. After lunch, I thought it would be a good idea to go to the Surgeons Museum. So you cannot take any photographs or videos inside for obvious reasons, but I would really recommend it. There's a section at first where it's a bit more of a historical area, and then you go onto a bit that's a bit more modern. Obviously I don't want to give too much away because I wouldn't want to spoil it for anybody. Perhaps it wasn't too much of a good idea to go directly after I had my lunch, but I spent, I don't know, maybe a couple of hours there, and then I was wondering what to do next, and my best idea that I had to do next, I thought, oh, it can't be that bad, is to go and take a walk up Arthur's Seat. By the afternoon, it had got a bit windy, but I suppose it was a good thing, because it was getting I was definitely getting a bit warm walking up. But I'm just going to leave you with some pictures and videos of my walk up, and I will see you in a second. After enjoying the beautiful view and taking a walk back down, I decided it was time to go back to the hotel. So, without actually realising how far I'd actually walked, I realised it was over an hour to get back to the hotel. And after all that walking during the morning and all the way up and all the way down again, I was feeling pretty tired, but I thought, no, it's fine. It's a good way to explore somewhere new. So I took a walk back to the hotel, and then decided to see what I should have for dinner. So before I travelled to Edinburgh, I did have a look of some restaurants that I might want to go to. And this restaurant in particular was right around the corner from my hotel. As a Vietnamese restaurant. Here is just a picture of the menu, just so you can take a look. And then I had the most beautiful summer rolls I have ever had, ever. Even though here the tofu does look a bit like brains, but they were huge. Honestly, it was a meal. That plate was a meal just by itself. But after that, I had that. I had a big bowl of pho. So these pictures just don't do justice how big these portions were. And the man kept coming. The man kept coming to check if I had finished, but I was like, no, not finished. I'm just having a rest because I really was trying to eat all of it. But with it, I did have a couple of beers. There's still no wine yet, and I thought it was really, really reasonable price. After that, I was knackered, and I went back to the hotel, and I just went to sleep.